So good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. We're going to talk about Harry Maguire. We're also going to talk about Lucas Paqueta as well. Could potentially be closing in on a deal to Manchester City. Obviously, they've got rid of Gundogan, or he's left, should I say. Mahrez is gone. They do need some reinforcements, in my opinion. But we'll come to him in a minute. Make sure you are subbing to the channel, first and foremost. I will be doing a watch-along for Burnley against Man City on Friday evening, Friday night. I'll be starting about half an hour before kickoff on this channel. So make sure you are fully subbed. Make sure you are smashing the like button into oblivion. Leave your comments and super chats down below as well. That always helps. And share the content. We are currently sat on 18.6k subs. So, yes, I know I've been slacking a little bit this month. I think I've only uploaded 3 videos this month before this one. That is my fault, obviously. But yeah, going forward, quite a few watch-alongs will be happening there. I'll be doing a Man City Newcastle in a couple of weeks as well. The odd midweek games as well when they start kicking in. Maybe the Champions League and stuff like that as well. So yeah, plenty of content to come. And the aim is to build this up to 50k by Christmas. So with your help, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But anyway, Harry Maguire. I see a fantastic compilation today of Maguire's worst bits. It was labelled best bits, but it was actually his worst. That guy, man. I don't know how Man United fans have put up with that geezer at their football club for that long. So I'm sorry, one of the worst footballers you'll ever see. And I don't care if he plays well for England. England don't win anything. Yeah, so it's not obviously helping win anything, is it? So it doesn't matter. It's an irrelevant, decent performance that leads to nothing. Bit like Harry Kane. Irrelevant goals that lead to nothing are irrelevant. So kind of irrelevant what he does for Man United, but sorry, for England. But for Man United, he has obviously won some trophies at Man United. He won the Carabao Cup. So yeah, like last season, you know, and I think he was part of the squad that won. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe that is the only trophy he won. He wasn't there when Jose was there, right? I don't think he was. I'm going to have to check that because that's going to drive me mad. I don't think he was, though. I don't think he was there. Harry Maguire, career stats. He has literally only won that one trophy. In his entire career, he has literally just won one League Cup. Wow. That is actually crazy when you deep that, because everyone laughs at Harry Kane, but Harry Maguire has only won one League Cup. Well, I was saying that he did get relegated about 50 times, didn't he? So, but listen, the fact that Man United fans have put up with him for so long is kind of crazy. I can't lie. And the fact that Man United are actually going to get 30 million quid for him, which is the reported fee that West Ham are looking to pay. Apparently, as well, I've seen a little thing doing the rounds saying that David Moyes has promised him that he will be captain of West Ham United as soon as he walks through the door. I'm not quite sure how that's going to go down with the rest of the players, but listen, I think getting him out of the limelight, getting him out of Man United, getting him out of the spotlight of playing for one of the biggest clubs on the planet, and all eyes are on him. He's been stripped of the captaincy already. Getting him out of there, I think, will probably do him a world of good, because I'll be honest, I think that he is one of the worst Man United players I've ever seen. I can't lie. But that's because, number one, he shouldn't have been there in the first place. Number two, he definitely shouldn't have been captain. And number three, he's just got no footballing IQ. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer just kept playing him, made him captain. Yeah, and I think it went to his head, and it is a big head. I think it went to his head, and I think that he's got a little bit too cocky, posting out his own stats and stuff like that on his Instagram. I mean, who does this guy think he is? At the end of the day, start doing better performances that lead to trophies before you start getting above yourself and starting putting out your own stats. And apparently, I heard something as well. Is it Gabby Agbonlahor? I think it may be him. Said that, I think it was him, said that, you know, we were told not to mention certain things about Harry Maguire, and his agent would be on the phone kicking it off. Why are you saying this about my client? Blah, blah, blah. He's one of the most protected but also one of the most bashed because fans just batter him online, but protected in terms of the media because they don't really go in on him. And let's be real with this, yeah? He is awful. So why is it nobody can go in on him? They obviously want to keep their jobs, didn't they? Oh, yeah, you can't go in on Harry Maguire, mate. Can't do that. His agent's been kicking off on the phone. Like, you can't do that. Yeah, and they obviously have to toe the line or they don't keep their job. It's as simple as that. Yeah, but I do think he'll do all right at West Ham. Whether it ultimately leads to anything, I doubt it. But he'll do all right. He'll have better levels of performance at West Ham consistently. Less pressure, smaller football club. No real desire to win anything, with all due respect. I know they won the cup last year, the Conference League, but there isn't any real expectations to win anything. So he'll probably fit in pretty well, if I'm honest. And I think you'll see the England version of Harry Maguire rather than the Man United version. But let me know your thoughts and feelings and all of that. Rate him as a footballer out of 10. If I was to rate him out of 10, I'd give him a 2. Like real talk, he's getting a 2, and I think that's just being a little bit over the top as well. He's probably a 1 out of 10. He's not very good, is he? Let's move on to Paqueta, Lucas Paqueta. Apparently, they have an £85 million buyout clause in the contract, but it doesn't kick in until next summer. They've bid 70 million, apparently, Man City. West Ham have swiftly rejected that. Obviously, if there's 85 million in the contract for next summer, I'd imagine around the £80 million bracket would be what they want as well then. So, and listen, I think this still will happen as well. I think Man City, with Gundogan going, I do think they need somebody on the ball that can... He's decent as well, by the way, Paqueta. He's probably their best player now Declan's gone. In fact, in terms of ability, he probably was their best player, even with Declan Rice there. But I do think they'll get it done. I do think Man City needs somebody that can pass the ball well, and he can pass the ball well. Doesn't chip in with loads of goals or anything like that, but he is a decent footballer. And I think that going and working with Pep, with better footballers, we will see a better Lucas Paqueta. Yeah, and I've liked him since he's been at West Ham. I'm not going to sit and pretend I haven't. I think he's been a good footballer for West Ham, and I think he's too good for them. He should be playing at a higher level, in my opinion. And listen, I don't want West Ham fans crying about it. Yeah, West Ham, I ain't got no problem with West Ham at all. Yeah, but he should be playing at a team that are higher up the table, a team that are in the top 6, for example. Because I do think he has the ability, and I do think that he's got another couple of gears to go through and go up a level, and 2 levels, and maybe even 3 levels. If he goes and works with Pep, all of a sudden he's now got a world-class manager. He's got a world-class squad around him. Now you see world-class performances week in, week out. And sometimes it is like that. You go and you're the missing piece. And I know that sounds stupid because they won a treble last season, but Gundogan's going to be a big miss for them. Yeah, Mahrez is going to be a big miss for them. They need to replace both of them. Obviously, you're not going to get that level of quality because Mahrez is just unreal, and so is Gundogan. So you're always going to be coming down a level. But I do think that Paqueta can go up 2-3 levels and maybe get to that in 2 years' time, 3 years' time, the level that Gundo was on. Maybe not the exact level, but there or thereabouts in terms of output, I mean. But I do also think that Man City need a winger. Yeah, and I don't know who that is. Maybe Elise. He's been tipped to go in and be the Mahrez replacement. If they end up getting Elise and getting Paqueta, I already think they'll win the title anyway. But if they get both of them, I think they're favourites for everything again. It's just mad. Like when you've got a manager that good, yeah, like you've always got the upper hand. And this is the thing, like Arsenal fans, they like to just dismiss, oh, it's Pep. We're never going to win anything whilst Pep's here. I didn't hear any of this talk when Wenger was going up against the greatest Premier League manager in history. In fact, the greatest manager in history, Ferguson. Didn't hear any of this then about, oh, well, we can't compete with them because they had more money. They had a better manager. They had better players at times. So why didn't we throw the towel in then? Why are we throwing it in now? Man City will walk the title, but we should be finding a way to win the title. We should be finding a way to compete and overtake Pep. Wenger did it against Fergie. So why can't Arteta do it against Pep? But listen, Pep's always ahead of the game. Yeah, and back in them days, Wenger was ahead of the game in certain respects because he always had the market for the French players and stuff like that, which helped us massively. But ultimately, Fergie was just a better manager. Yeah, and always outdone him mentally. Yeah, and I think that's the same with Pep. Pep's always one step ahead of Arteta, one step ahead of Klopp, one step ahead of Ten Hag, one step ahead of Poch. He's one step ahead of every manager in the world. Yeah, because he is genuinely that good. But anyway, let me know your thoughts and feelings and all of that. How good is Paqueta? Does he walk straight into the team, or is he going to be rotated? I think he'll be rotated. That's how Pep tends to do it. But you never know with Pep. He might just throw him in. And say, no, you're ready, mate. But let me know your thoughts and feelings and all of that. Leave it in the comment section down below. I am dropping a video as soon as you finish watching this about David Raya to Arsenal. That is a done deal. 30 million all in. Bargain. One of the bargains of the summer. We've done some good business. I can't lie. So make sure you go and check that out. Stick a thumbs up on the video. Make sure you are subscribed. Like I said, watch along on Friday. I will be back tomorrow with a video. And leave your comments and super chats down below. We're out of here, people. Ciao.